Starting. All right. Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are in the United States or worldwide. Welcome to the Your EDM Aspire to Inspire live broadcast. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Hope you guys are ready for summer and festival season. We have a very special episode for everyone out there today. We have none other than the one, the only humongous recording artist out there, R3HAB. Say what's up, everyone. Say hello, R3HAB. Thanks for joining us today.
What's up, the world? What's up? It's R3HAB.
All right, guys. All right. So yeah, R3HAB is just gonna tell us a little bit about kind of what makes him the artist that he is today, what he's overcome, what drives him, some tips for maintaining work ethic and staying on the straight and narrow out there on the crazy tour path. And we're gonna let R3HAB do some of the talking. So R3HAB, tell us a little bit about not only when you're coming up, but now as a world-renowned artist. What are some tips for believing in yourself, overcoming self-doubt, maintaining confidence, and maintaining a clear idea of the path you want to take in your career?
I think what's very important in the beginning, like when you start with music, because you like music, and then at a certain point, it becomes more about other things. And what I thought what was very important in my career, at a certain point, it was like too much business and travel and this. But the end, you start because of music. So I've learned again to go back to just music, because that's at the end what's most important. Sometimes you get clouded.
Very nice, very nice. And how do you become the best version of yourself, not only over time, how's that work, but every day, how do you maintain being the best version of yourself, the best Fadil El Ghul there is possible?
To be honest to yourself, I think, it's very easy to work hard when people are looking, it's easy, but to work hard when no one is looking is much harder. So, that's one thing I've learned, you have to be honest to yourself, because I think it is easy, when people give compliments that you believe, everything is perfect, but I feel like we always should improve, that hunger, you need that hunger when you started in the career, because I was you're very hungry when you're like 17, 6-year-old, learning the program, and that joyful hunger, that you need to keep that up in the career, and sometimes it goes up and down, and now it's back up for me, like I'm very excited in different tempos, everything. So
very cool. Awesome. And was there ever a time when maybe you heard like the criticism of people or people out there that made you kind of doubt what you were doing? How did you kind of find yourself again and get back on that path and believing in what you were doing?
100%, it's hard, criticism, when you're young, it's hard. It took me a couple of years to brush it off, of course there's criticism, you're making something, not everyone likes it, this is how it is. That's why now, and I think like I'm making something I like. If you don't like it, I understand. That's your, I don't like everything either. So how can I be mad? But in the back in the day, I would be like, how do you say? It would hurt my feelings. Now it doesn't hurt my feelings, So it's just, I think it's time mostly.
Okay, good. So definitely as a musician, you need to have thick skin and kind of develop a wall to kind of brush out all those outside negative thoughts. And
very thick skin, because some people like instrumentals, some people like vocal records, some people like male vocals, some people like female vocals, some people like 128 BPM, some people like 150 BPM. If you make 128 BPM record, somebody won't like it. It's never everyone is happy, never. So that's what you have to realize.
Right. Okay, cool. Exactly. And that's definitely a good life lesson. I feel like that's one of those things like your parents even tell you when you're growing up, like.
But that's why you have to be honest to yourself. Do you like it? Do you believe in it? That's good enough. Like if that's it, there is no right or wrong in music, That's me.
Awesome. And another thing that we kind of talked about when we did the little preview article is, is that believing that anything is possible. Like, it's such a huge dream to become a world-renowned musician and a traveling artist and stuff like that. What other big dreams do you have for the future of R3HAB that you've achieved a lot of these goals too already?
Sorry, the internet's a little lagging, but I heard the last
That's okay,
bit.
no worries.
Dreams, yeah, making music right now. I have some special projects coming this summer, which I'm working on. I'm finishing it up right now. But the last year has been for me very special. You know, like making records like Trouble, Icarus. The remixes I've done, you know, like the Chainsmokers Closer One or something just like this, or Nations. All these records were all special to me because they're very diverse, and that's what I was aiming for this year.
Yeah, I feel like definitely as an artist, you've kind of shown like the ability to kind of put yourself in various fields and like transcend genres and be able to do a lot of stuff. I'm sure that's something you're very proud of, right?
Yeah. Because you know, when you play festivals all the time, and you know, these records go off, then that is in your head the whole day. You're like, oh, I gotta make a record like this that works. So you have to broaden your horizon, and that's what I did, you know. And also making music that you can put it into the car, also music that you can play at a festival, like different vibes.
Yeah, definitely, man. Very cool, very cool. And I guess kind of like we talked about that old kind of like sports cliche that preparation meets opportunity, and a lot of times that can lead to success. Tell us some times, or give maybe some advice to people who are working through hard times and are putting in that work, but maybe haven't seen an opportunity come through. How did you get through it when maybe you didn't feel the opportunities were coming, but you were still putting in hard work?
You know, I feel opportunity doesn't, for everyone it's different. Everyone has a different chapter. Sometimes the opportunity comes in chapter 1, sometimes chapter 15, you know. So for me it came, I think, pretty late, you know. I was no, that's 24, like let me think the years. 6, you know, I was like not late, but it was like 25. A lot of people got like big opportunities when they're 21. It depends which time you're born, where you're at, what opportunities you get, how fast you grew. You know, I was doing it wrong in the beginning, most definitely. You know, like I was focusing on the wrong things. I was focusing on what people thought, not what I liked myself. And you know, so I do believe when you work hard, it will come, but you have to have faith, you know, and be grateful, which is very hard, you know, like, because more will come when you remain grateful and have faith.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Fidel. Those are great words right there. Fans, if you have any questions, you can ask them in the YouTube chat to the right of the video. R3HAB is going to be answering a few of the live stream questions via Eurydium's Instagram story, which of course has been taking over throughout the course of the day. Just head to @Eurydium on Instagram immediately after the stream. And for any fans out there, if you want to hear more of your favorite artists sharing their personal and professional challenges they've overcome, such as the story that R3HAB is sharing us with us here today, hit the subscribe link in the description of this video and you'll be notified of the next feature. Be assured there will be some big ones to come over the course of the summer and stuff like that. And really a big thanks to R3HAB to helping us get this kicked off right there. And R3HAB, any more advice to any aspiring artists or really anyone out there who's trying to just overcome a lot of stuff in their life?
You know, at the end, I think many people think like, oh, you know, I think everyone goes through the same struggles into different levels. So like, some people right now are like, I think there's a lot of kids right now, 17, 18 years old, making really talented stuff, and you know, it's not getting hurt. It takes time, you know. It takes, you never know, you know. But if you know, I like to think myself, shoot 1,000 times. If you hit one, you got it, you know. But if you shoot one time and you miss, if you focus too long on one thing, you know, like I try to carry on and look forward instead of look backwards, because I've did that early on in my career. I'm like, wow, this is good. People don't believe in it, and you know, it messes up your head. The mindset is a powerful tool in the negative and positive. So if you go back in your room, turn off the lights, and put the mindset right and straight, I think good things are gonna come to you, you know. And that worked for me, because I definitely am not the most talented guy out there in the world. There's many people that are much more talented. I know many people that are much more talented, which you know, like from my, you know, from my city that started also making music, were much more talented and didn't make it. Just, you know, put in the work and it will happen. Talent gets you so far, but hard work gets you further. That's what I believe.
There you go, guys. Talk about some awesome advice from R3HAB himself right there. Again, if you guys want to hear more of these stories about your favorite artists overcoming the personal and professional challenges they've overcome in their careers, make sure to hit the subscribe link here to be notified of the next feature. And for any fans out there watching, head over to EDM's Instagram story. R3HAB is going to be answering some of those questions on Instagram at EDM. And we just want to say a big thank you to R3HAB for joining us here on the EDM live stream.
I really like the concept you guys did, because it's a different concept than you know, most live streams or interviews. Because like I said, the mind is powerful, you know, and you know, you can make yourself very depressed if you go wrong. You know, I've noticed that. And, you know, a reason why I think, you know, if you're an upcoming producer, you really have to get to know yourself before you go on this journey. Because, you know, when you're on a flight 4 times a week, 10 hours with no internet, sitting there alone, it makes you think about things, you know. And that's traveling really makes you you know, learn about yourself a lot. That's what I've noticed, you know. In the last couple of years since I started touring, I've learned a lot, you know. And I've also learned to be more grateful, because I've did so many things and then I was like, oh, I want more, I want more, I want more. But you know, that's not good. Be in the moment.
Again, there you go, guys. Some awesome advice from R3HAB, some awesome stories. Thanks again so much for joining us, R3HAB. Again, fans, head over to that EDM Instagram story. And for any people here in Los Angeles, make sure to check out R3HAB at Create Nightclub this Friday for Memorial Day weekend. He'll be doing a special show over there. And
Yes,
we'll see you guys all again the next time here on your EDM's Aspire to Inspire Live. Thanks again, R3HAB.
Peace out.
Have a good one, guys. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.